If his cage door was always open, why did the sparrow never leave? In the heart of a bustling marketplace in Iron Hollow, where the scent of fresh bread and the clatter of wooden carts filled the air, a young sparrow named Kai sat in a small wooden cage, hanging from the eaves of a merchant's shop. His feathers were soft brown, his eyes sharp and curious. The cage was not locked. In fact, there was no door at all, yet Kai never left. He had lived there for as long as he could remember, watching the world go by. Merchants haggling, children laughing, and most painfully, other birds soaring high above. They swooped through the sky with effortless grace, catching the morning sun on their wings, free in a way Kai had never known. One day, as the town prepared for a festival, an old raven, his feathers streaked with silver and his wings bearing the scars of many storms, landed on the wooden beam beside Kai's cage. He studied the young sparrow with keen, knowing eyes.
"You sit in a cage with no lock,"
the raven mused.
"Why do you not fly? The sky is yours to take."
Kai hesitated before answering, his voice barely more than a whisper.
"I was born in this cage. It is not up to me."
The raven let out a low chuckle.
"Ha ha ha, who told you that?"
Kai blinked. He had no answer. The merchant never forced him to stay. The other birds never chased him away. Yet every time he even thought of flying, a voice inside whispered,
"You don't know how to fly. You'll fall. The wind is too strong. The sky is for other birds, not you."
Then, one stormy evening, disaster struck. A lantern left carelessly outside the shop was knocked over by the howling wind. Flames licked hungrily at the wooden stalls, devouring everything in their path. Smoke curled into the air, thick and choking. The townspeople shouted in panic, running for water. The fire leapt toward the merchant's shop, and within seconds, Kai's cage was engulfed in heat and smoke. The raven, perched on a nearby rooftop, cawed urgently.
"Fly, Kai, or the fire will claim you."
Fear gripped Kai's chest. His heart hammered like a drum. He looked at the opening in the cage, the same opening that had always been there. For a split second, he hesitated. What if he couldn't do it? What if the wind was too strong? What if he fell? Then the flames crackled closer. Something deep inside him snapped, a realization. No one was coming to save him. If he did not fly, he would die. With a deep breath, Kai leapt. At first, his wings flailed wildly.
"Oh no, I'm gonna die,"
he said. Then wind pushed against him, and instead of dragging him down, it lifted him. He caught an air current, steadying himself, and suddenly he was soaring. For the first time in his life, he was free. As he rose above Iron Hollow, the town now a blur beneath him, he glanced back at the charred remains of his cage. The wooden bars had crumbled, blackened with soot. He looked back to thank the raven, but he was nowhere to be seen. And in that moment, Kai understood something powerful. It was never the bars that had trapped him. It was the belief that he couldn't leave. The moral of the story, Kai's story, teaches us a simple but powerful truth. The greatest prisons are not made of iron or wood. They are made of fear and false beliefs. The story you just watched demonstrates a mind trap called the Locus of Control Fallacy. The Locus of Control Fallacy is a psychological trap where people believe they have no control over their life. If you have an external locus of control, you think life is about luck, fate, or what others do to you. If you have an internal locus of control, you believe your actions shape your future. When young men grow up without a father figure or strong role model, they often feel powerless, as if their struggles, emotions, and future are determined by things outside their control. This mindset keeps them caged, just like Kai. If you have an absent father for whatever reason, life can feel directionless at times. There is no one to guide you, so you assume life is just the way it is. You might also blame external forces like society, family, luck, or even genetics as the excuse for failure. And because of all this, you might avoid taking action because you think nothing will change, so you never try. The good news is that there are a couple of ways to escape this mind trap. Step 1, challenge the thought. When you think, "I can't do this," ask, "Who told me that?" Most times, it's just a fear, not a fact. Step 2, do one small, hard thing. Whether it's waking up early, hitting the gym, or reading a book, prove to yourself that you can control something. Step 3, track your wins. Write down small victories daily. When you see proof of progress, your mindset shifts from powerless to powerful. Today, I challenge you to break free from your own cage. Find one thing you believe you can't change and take one action toward fixing it. Now do this consistently and improve just 1% every day and watch what happens. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. The sky is waiting. Don't stay in your cage.